YouTube, how are you doing? What is going on, guys? It's your boy Ghostface here, back again with the video. Today, you guys are playing some more Call of Duty World War II. I got a little bit of commentary for you guys here today. We are on the map London Docks playing some ranked play. I pretty much got a free win in this game, guys. I'm being completely honest with you. No disrespect to the other team, but my team. This is probably one of the very rare and minimum games where in ranked play, I get good teammates, you know? Usually, I have to queue up with somebody like Flex Mega or Flex Death Shot, but in this game, I decided to risk it and play by myself, and it actually paid off. I got some really good teammates, and I didn't even have to try that hard. In all honesty, I was not trying at all. I was just standing around doing absolutely nothing. So it was really easy win. But aside from that, guys, I want to talk to you guys about World War II and the recent update, because I made a video about it the day before it came out, talking about what was going to happen. Some stuff that I said was going to happen in the video didn't actually happen. Now, I want to make clear that I didn't actually lie to you guys. Sledgehammer Games said that they planned on buffing the STG and also nerfing the M1 Garand, and they turned their backs on their word in those senses. I'm kind of glad they turned their back on the words of the M1, because I don't think the M1 should have been nerfed, and I'm glad they didn't nerf it. I'm actually really happy. Instead, they decided to just make gentlemen's agreements in competitive, so nobody really uses the M1 Garand anymore, and the actual rules for competitive in this game are likely to change. So when they actually change, they're probably going to completely and officially ban the M1 Garand from competitive, and that way the pros are happy and the pub players don't have to lose one of the guns that they enjoy using. The M1 Garand is not going to get nerfed, and I'm really happy about that. But the STG, I gotta say, is I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't buff it, in my opinion. I feel like they picked the wrong AR to buff, if I'm being 100% honest. The FG42 has gone back to being a ridiculous force to be reckoned with in competitive. Before this update, I was able to run around with this sub with ease. Reason for that is because the PBSH can actually outgun an STG up close. When it comes to like the FG and the bar, for some reason that 3-shot kill destroys the PPSH up close. Even if you're a good sub player like me or any real pro players, it just destroys you. Like, the bar has a faster time to kill than PPSH up close. It's mind-blowing. And when you buff the fire rate of FG42 like they did the other day, it also makes it pretty ridiculous up close, and it kind of messes up the metas for competitive, and it kind of messes up competitive in general, if I'm being honest with you. I don't like this update for competitive. I feel like for pubs it's alright, but at the same time not really, because it's basically taking away all the AR variety, and that's what I want to get into in this video. Where should ARs be in this game? What is the perfect balance for ARs? The main ARs that I'm going to talk about in this video are the fully auto ones. Probably the STG, the FG42, and the bar, because those are the three main assault rifles in the game, hands down, for competitive and for pubs. So, when it comes down to it, man, the bar is... let's start off with the bar, okay? The bar is probably the most clear-cut, ridiculous weapon I've ever seen. It's not the most powerful weapon we've ever gotten in Call of Duty. The MSBS from Ghost, when it first came out, that was the most powerful gun in Call of Duty, but the bar is not too far away. When this game first came out, it was immediately a problem, and people saw it, and that's why it got nerfed within the first, 2 weeks of the game. The first nerf was not enough. They just added some slight recoil. Then they had to nerf the fire rate, and even after they nerfed the fire rate and added recoil, the bar can still destroy submachine guns up close. That is absolutely absurd. I've never heard of an assault rifle this powerful to the point where you can run around the map. 8 people can run around the map with just bars, and it would flow well because it mercs up close as well as far away. I think the bar is ridiculous in that sense. Next I want to talk about is the FG42, because the FG is one of those things that a lot of people say should have never been nerfed or buffed or touched in the first place. For competitive, it definitely needed to be touched after they nerfed the bar those times, because the thing about the FG is when you take away the bar, the FG is the next best option, and before it even got nerfed with the fire rate the first time, it was absolutely ridiculous. The fire rate compared to the 3-shot kill range, that combo was absolutely nuts. And like the bar, it destroys subs up close, and that should never happen. A submachine gun should always be able to consistently outgun an assault rifle up close. That's just how it is in Call of Duty. But for some reason in this game, Sledgehammer Games doesn't really know what to do with assault rifles, and because of this, submachine guns are losing gunfights up close that they should not be losing. Why am I losing gunfights to an FG42 when I'm using a PPSH, probably the most balanced and best SMG in the game? That makes zero sense. I believe the bar has a faster time to kill than almost every sub in the game, even after the fire rate nerf, and that is mind-blowing. I don't know what they should do about that, so I really want to ask you guys what they should do about it. But the FG, man, in my opinion, I don't really know what to do about it, because they didn't buff it to the point where it was exactly the way it was before they nerfed it the first time, but they did buff it to the point where it's almost as annoying, and it made no fucking difference, and it really made no difference. It was really fucking stupid, if I'm being honest with you guys. At least for the competitive side, it was really annoying. And I feel like Sledgehammer Games just doesn't know where to put their finger on assault rifles in this game. And my easy solution for this is to simply buff the submachine guns. And I know that's a terrifying thought, buffing the PPSH, buffing the Type 100, buffing the Thompson, which is already probably the second best sub in the game, then the Type 100, and the Grease Gun, and the PPSH, MP40. All the subs in this game are really contesting each other really well, but when it comes to contesting fully auto ARs like the BAR and the FG and the STG, for some reason, the subs just cannot keep up. They just can't. ARs are better than subs in every single way. They just outclass them in every single way, and I don't understand why. So instead of keep on nerfing and buffing and fucking balancing out these weapons in the AR category, the most simplest answer I can give you guys is to just buff all the subs. I mean, like, it's not gonna be it doesn't have to be a serious buff, but unless you nerf the time to kill on all the fully auto ARs at the same time, we will always complain about the fact that the ARs kill people up close ridiculously fast for no fucking reason. It's mind-blowing how fast I die to bars up close, even after all these nerfs. Same with the FG. I mean, in my opinion, if you're an AR player and you are able to kill me with a bar 3 bullets up close before I can kill you with 4 bullets up close to the PPSH, that just should not happen, in my opinion. I don't know, maybe you guys have a different opinion about it, but in my opinion, Sledgehammer just doesn't know what they're doing when it comes to AR balancing. I'm sorry, they just don't. Nerfing and buffing the BAR and the FG42 over and over again is not the answer. In my opinion, they should just keep doing the STG. Just keep the STG as a #1, but that's my opinion. Or just buff all the subs. But what do you guys think about this issue? Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please smash that like button, subscribe as always, check out all my other recent videos. And while the way, guys, it's pretty weird. Go stays here. YouTube. I'll see you fucking later.